This is one of the best slates of the season. We rarely have 2 elimination games on the docket, but that's what we have here. These are also challenging games to get a read on because these teams are so evenly matched. We have a ton to discuss, so let's go ahead and get into it. Core plays Tyler Harrow, PG, SG. Mia, $7,900 DraftKings. $7,900 FanDuel. Miami has suffered more injuries than almost any other team, and it looks like they'll be without Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier here.
That leaves Harrow as the only ball handler left, guaranteeing him 20 to 25 shots, 40 minutes, and a 30% usage rate. We love that when looking at his recent form, scoring at least 37 DraftKings points in 4 of his last 5 fixtures.
He also scored at least 36 fantasy points in 3 of 4 matchups with Chicago last season. CJ McCollum, PG, SG, NOP, $8,100 DraftKings, $8,400 FanDuel. With Zion out and Ingram nicked up, McCollum will have to do everything for the Pelicans. That's what we saw late in the season, with CJ scoring at least 36 DraftKings points in his final 13 regular season games.
He also had a 44-point average in that expanded role and could play 40 to 45 minutes in this elimination game. He's also crushed the Kings, scoring 51 and 55 DK points in their last 2 matchups. Cash game considerations: Domantas Sabonis, PF.C. Sack, $9,500 DraftKings, $10,400 FanDuel. Sabonis has been one of the most reliable options in fantasy, recording a double-double in all but 5 games this year.
That led to Domas scoring at least 31 DK points in all but 2 outings, averaging nearly 55 fantasy points per game over the final 3 months of 2023-24. 4 of those came against the Pelicans, and he should be in line for another in this elimination game.
DeMar DeRozan, SF.PF. Chi, $8,400 DraftKings, $9,300 FanDuel. DeRozan is one of the most reliable veterans in the NBA, and it's not being discussed just how ridiculous he's been over the final months of 2023-24. The All-Star has scored at least 38 DraftKings points in 12 straight outings, posting a 48-point average in that span.
Chicago needs him to do that with LaVine and Ball sidelined, and we love that DeRozan dropped 47 DK points in his most recent matchup with Miami. GPP targets Keon Ellis, SG. Sack, $5,000 DraftKings, $5,600 FanDuel. Ellis was the player of the game in the first play-in game, collecting 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks en route to 40 DK points.
That defense is what's made him such a solid GPP option in the final month, scoring at least 27 DK points in 4 of his last 5 fixtures. As long as Monk and Huerta are out, Ellis should be locked into 30 to 35 minutes. Delon Wright, PG, SG. MIA. $3,800 DraftKings, $4,700 FanDuel. When given an opportunity, Wright has always been an elite fantasy option, and it looks like Miami will need him to step up here.
With Rozier and Butler out, Wright should play at least 25 minutes. In the 9 games that Wright has played at least 22 minutes, he's averaging 28 DK points per game. He was even better than that as a starter in the past, making him an elite GPP option at this dirt cheap price.
Value plays Trey Murphy, SF.PF. NOP, $6,300 DraftKings, $6,400 FanDuel. This sharpshooter has taken his game to another level this season. Murph scored at least 29 DK points in 11 of his final 12 starts over the final month, filling in for Ingram.
We expect the same thing to happen here with Zion out, with Trey totaling a 36-point average in that expanded role. Squaring off with Sacramento is sensational, too, with the Kings ranked 19th in total defense during the regular season.
In his last start against them, Murphy had 42 fantasy points. Javonte Green, PG, SG, Chi, $5,300 DraftKings, $5,700 FanDuel. Green has done an excellent job filling the void off the bench. Green has scored at least 24 DraftKings points in 7 consecutive games, posting a 34-point average across 29 minutes a night.
That's all you can ask for from such an affordable player, making him an excellent pairing with some of the studs mentioned above. Advantageous pricing: Domantas Sabonis, PF.C, SAC. $9,500 DraftKings, $10,400 FanDuel. DeMar DeRozan, SF.PF, Chi. $8,400 DraftKings, $9,300 FanDuel. DeLon Wright, PG, SG, Mia. $3,800 DraftKings, $4,700 FanDuel. Andre Drummond, C, Chi. $4,300 DraftKings, $5,500 FanDuel. De'Aaron Fox, PG, SAC. $8,800 DraftKings, $9,700 FanDuel. Larry Nance, PF, C, NOP. $4,800 DraftKings, $5,800 FanDuel.